and welcome back to my channel. I'm Carol at Mom.Plans, and I'm here to talk about Laurel Denise. I'm doing a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time because the new year is coming up, and I know a lot of people start to really think maybe the planner I have isn't what I thought it was going to be and I need to shop, or you have to get your 2025 planner because you don't have one yet, and you would like to know a little bit about the differences. I think I actually have a design of each of their planner layouts. So it's not a review. I'm not doing a walkthrough of the planners. I'm literally going to show you the weekly layouts, the note pages, and talk a little bit about the pluses or the minuses. Let's face it, Laurel Denise doesn't have many minuses. So mostly the pluses on why that layout, maybe some ideas of how it could be helpful to you, share the difference between a vertical and horizontal, project. I have minis, I have undated minis. I even have just the little bound project planner book. So there's a lot to share in this. So let's turn you around and just get to looking at them here because I want to show you and compare the different planners. So I'm going to start opening them up and letting you see all the differences and similarities between them all. I have all the large, regular size and portrait planner opened. So I want to share with you about each of these planners and share it next to a different planner so you can kind of see a difference of the layouts. Project planner is its own little planner. It is completely different in the fact that it has a big calendar. Let me tell you, this calendar is amazing. And then it has 4 different columns and a habit tracker across the back. And the 2025 project planners also have this really fun, here it is. This is what I want to show you. They have this amazing tracker for the entire year. And I really want to get a good idea on how to use it. I haven't come up with what I want to use it for yet, but I'm going to find that reason because I just think this is too amazing not to utilize. And I just want to make sure what I pick is really going to be beneficial. Something that, you know, I'm like, yes, I'm so glad I have this to look back on. The other thing I do is I always have a sticky note moving forward if I have to jot down any notes about anything. And here is the complete layout of the portrait planner. I love this planner. So I can see my entire month, and then I have my weekly here, and I chose a Sunday start. And here's what's really amazing is they line up to that day of the week. And let me show you, they have a tracker here. They have 4 different boxes to use however you want, a notes page, and then more note pages in the back. You can do some time blocking here, but as you see, you're not going to have, like if you do a whole time blocking thing, you're not going to have much space to put like list or things like that. So that is the benefit to a vertical, which I will show you now. So the vertical, you see your calendar here. And so the boxes are going to be a little bit more narrow, longer and narrow than they are with the portrait planner compared to the project planner. But look at this long line of vertical planning space that you have. This is definitely set up to be a time management system. And so if that's what you need, I highly suggest this one for you. And there is also so much room for notes because like even over here, you have to do this week. You have your trackers on the very back page of all these weekly pages. And then you have your dot grid and then to do this month. And then it just flips to the next month. And the other thing I would highly suggest for this type of planner, the vertical, is if you're keeping track of different things, like maybe you have 3 kids with different schedules and things like that, you could categorize your planner into those things. Maybe you have work items here and then home, and then maybe you have a little social media account like I do, and you can keep notes here. So you can break it up into subjects, you can time block, you can just do a running list. And you can even take it horizontal if you ever feel the need to have to go to horizontal. I did that before in a vertical, just so you know, it can be done. And so let's pull out the horizontal since we're talking about horizontal. This is my planner for 2025. I'm going to open it up all the way. The biggest benefit for me with this horizontal for work is I can see my entire week in one glance. I also use this even before I moved to the portrait. I was using horizontal because I can see on this one page where I always have my planner flipped this way, I can see my entire week, and that was so important to me. I used a Sunday start, even though it doesn't make sense since it's a work week. I work Monday through Friday. It would have made more sense to have Saturday and Sunday down here. But I get very confused if I have a Monday start calendar. And so this is very important. When you order a Monday start calendar for Laurel Denise, your monthly calendar starts on Monday and your weekly pages will start on Monday. If you have Sunday start, your monthly starts on a Sunday, your weekly starts on a Sunday, like mine does. That doesn't bother me. Sometimes just scribble it out. I might use Washi, and I use that as extra note space. I have all the days of my school days here. Sometimes I will section it off, and I will use this side completely for extra notes, things like that. This side is for the big things. This is extra notes. I have extra notes here. It's the same layout note-wise as the vertical is. And so this is the horizontal. I'm going to put it right side by side to the vertical. Let's try it this way. So here's your horizontal, here's your vertical. You can only see till Wednesday on the vertical pages. You can see your entire week on the horizontal. The calendar pages themselves, the monthly, is exactly the same. So you're not losing or gaining any space on these monthlies. And if a monthly is really, really important to you, you have your project planner, or in my case, I have my portrait planner, and I have bigger monthly boxes, which I enjoy. I also don't need time blocking for this is my home and personal. So I just list things out. In fact, I can even show you. This is August. You can see I manage a lot of things, you guys, a lot of things. This is a week page. This is how I use menus. I use the habit tracker. I had projects. And then back here in the note pages is some stuff I can't share. I keep my note section very private for social media stuff or personal stuff. And that's just a good place to put it. I know never to flip back there, but I just want to share how I use this. October, busy month. And yeah, see, you can see I do a lot. I'm a busy girl. And so what I will do sometimes is do like a work schedule just across the top and then list important things. Even some note pages in the very back. I can show you those. Like these are just some kind of fun things that I do. So I need to get my winter going. And I just like it because I can open it up on my desk. That's the other thing I should do. Let's open the vertical and show a comparison of what they're like open on your desk. So regular size Laurel Denise planners are going to be longer. If I was Amanda's favorites, who I love, she would probably measure it for you. You don't want me to measure it because I'm going to tell you I will mess up. I am terrible about measuring. I'm also terrible about directions. And since we're showing it all the way open, let's do this as well, you guys. This is a mini. So we have portrait, we have mini, and we have the regular Laurel Denise right here. So I'm just going to let you look at it because I know that this can be really important when deciding about a planner. Since I have them open and you're thinking that mini is perfect, let me just tell you one small thing you need to keep in mind. These are very small boxes. In fact, let me get the one I'm actually using to show you how much you can put in a box. Because, oh, I opened it upside down. And this is my Faith Bible Planner, and this is actually very personal, so I'm going to be careful opening it. So I opened it to January, and as it turns out, I didn't have any notes right here. So I can show you the horizontal, but you can see I was writing down what the readings were that day, and there's not a lot of space. You have to write teeny tiny, or you're going to have to really utilize your weekly if you have a lot of things like I do. Let me show you. So there are a lot of events that I'm tracking on my monthly. I don't think I could actually fit that on my mini. That is the one thing about the mini, that the calendar pages are so small. But if you wanted a mini that has a bigger calendar, here is this is an undated project planner, but this would be the comparison of a mini monthly to a mini project planner to a mini vertical or horizontal. Doesn't matter what this has on the side. Your boxes are all going to be the same. And let me go ahead and open this up so you can see a comparison of a mini project planner. This is undated. And this is a great planner for health, for meal planning. You can do, a list each week. Maybe you don't like a daily planner or a weekly planner. You could just live off a big calendar, and you can have like a running list each week. So this has a lot of benefits as well for those who don't want to track a lot, or even have this as an addition to your planner to track some bigger things. So a project planner is really nice. I always suggest to have one maybe undated so you can pop in and out. Then you don't feel like, if you're not using it 1 month, like, oh, I've wasted it. This way, whenever you have busier, bigger events or months, this is a great addition. And now I want to get to where I can share with you the difference between a mini horizontal and a mini vertical. I love the size of the mini so much, but for me, as you saw how busy my monthly view is, I could never use this as a planner for me because I could never fit everything in there. But to keep it as a journal, a memory keeper, a meal planner, or even health and wellness, things like that, perfect. I have even used these. I have the undated, and I have even used it for social media at times when I have a lot of projects going on. I've also used the project planner for social media when I have a lot going on. And so they all have a benefit and are a great addition to your planner that you may already have. Or in itself, if you don't need to do a lot of monthly, or you're okay with writing them down in the weekly, then this may be for you. And the other thing I did want to note that's really, really important. These columns in the vertical are teeny tiny. So teeny tiny right here. Let's see if Carol can do it. This is a little over 1.5 inches. And it's not a lot of space. Because I write so big, I will never be able to utilize this little column because I could get one word on a line. And so what I'm going to do to use it as another faith journal is I'm going to completely forget that because I don't really need the dates. I just need it to do for my faith journal for the month. I'm just going to write across and just use it horizontally like I have done this year. And I'm good with that. But if you want to use it as a planner, I just really wanted you to be aware that these are teeny tiny boxes. And let's take a look at the note page. You have your habit trackers on the back, dot grid, and a list for the month. Here you have your to-do this week. Same exact background. Let's open them up so you can see a comparison of them. I'm going to get this one out of the way. And now you have the overview of horizontal and vertical. Once again, you can see your entire week here. You can only see till Thursday on a mini. On the regular Laurel Denise, you can see till Wednesday for the vertical layout. And the monthly is the same. Note pages the same. I'm going to add this little guy right on top. Project, big calendar, weekly pages if you wanted to, or a big list if there's something, you know, you're tracking or working on a project. And just so you can see compared to a calendar in the vertical. So let's get all these calendar pages right here all together. Let's see if we can do this, you guys. Maybe side by side. And here we have a side by side of the different calendars. Your mini, your regular, and a project planner mini. I don't know if this is all gonna fit on the screen. But here is a regular project planner and the minis. So you can see all of those. I'm gonna make sure it's even in frame. And that's a difference of your calendars. And then here is a difference of your pages. Vertical mini. Mini horizontal. And where is, so we have the horizontal regular, horizontal mini. That's the difference there. Horizontal vertical. I'm sorry, horizontal and mini vertical. And now let's compare them to a, I was gonna say project, but this is a portrait planner. This is what they will look like. Mini, portrait, horizontal mini, and the portrait. A vertical regular, the lines and the size of it compared to the portrait planner and the size and lines you have. This is all you will have for a vertical planner in the portrait, if that's what you want to use it compared to the regular. And as a bonus, I just want to pull out this undated project planner. So thin, it will, you could even slide this in one of your planners and just have it with you at all times as an additional way to plan and plot out things. It has your note pages in the back. So compared to a regular, let me show you like the thickness. Can you see that, how thin and light that is? And what it looks like on top. And if you wanted to, like I said, it even will work in the portrait. It would slide right in the back, you guys. This fits perfectly. And it is actually the same size of a half of the portrait. So if you have one of these, that would be a good way to measure your planner if you were wanting to decipher which one fit for you. And so I have showed you the inside. The covers, guys, that's gonna have to be up to you because there's so many wonderful patterns. I always have a hard time deciding. I will say that my friend picked the, you know, the solid blue. Gosh, I cannot think of what this color is offhand, but it has a texture in it this year and it's beautiful. And the nameplate for Laurel Denise is on the back. I'm one of the people that I kind of miss it on the front. I like this. I'm glad I have this on the front. I just think it looks pretty. Of course, they have notebooks with some beautiful patterns on them as well. I have a couple of them. I just don't have them all out. And if you're wanting anything to carry it in, you have folios, you have your pouches. I have the small one right here. And I mean, these are, guys, these are a huge, good size because they fit an entire regular planner in the large one. This is the large. and they have the little nameplate there on the front. It has this pop of pink, and I just wanted to share how it can fit a regular size Laurel Denise. And look at this blue cover, you all. Isn't this beautiful? This is actually not my planner. This is my friend's planner that I work with, and she's going to use it as a teacher planner. But I just wanted to share how pretty that is with that pouch. Okay, everyone, I hope this helps you just get a look at all the planners and how to use them, and a little bit about each and how each might benefit you. So let me know if you have any questions, you guys, and thanks for tuning in. Until next time.